Welcome to Full 18, episode 11, and today we are at Hawarden Golf Course in North Wales for the Content Creator Cup practice round. This is where me and Thickie Fowler defended it again this year. It's a par 69, 35 out and 34 coming back. Today we only get 10 shots, so a 79 or less. Let's get on with it. So starting on the first, and we have a 323-yard par 4. The nerves will be jangling Sunday. And I've got my caddy, Simon Coombs, who is a Ladies European Tour caddy, mapping it out with me today. And I have just took a nice 9-wood off the tee today. Hit it about 170 to the right rough. And it's going to leave me with a tricky little blind shot. This is a 6-iron that I've got. So there's a sort of like a little sort of ditch down there as well. And I've hit a little nice shot. And it's going to be short of the green. So Slim needs to get up and down to start with a par. Can he do it? Come on, Slim. There we go. So putting for par. Let's see how Slim gets on. Nice, left to right, in for the par, and a nice par start, level after one. Second hole, stroke index 13, 157 yards up the hill, bunkers left and right, and Slim has hit one. It's left bunker, and let's see what the lie is going to be like. Well, it's a stinky lie. Look at that. A proper fried egg, no stance. Slim, you need some magic, son. Let's see what happens. Played a cracker, got it out of there, and we are going to be putting for a par. Let's see how I can do. Nice left to right again. Oh, it's going to be a bogey on the second hole, and we're going to be 1 over through the first 2. On to 3 now. The third, stroke index 7, 376 yards, 1 over through 2. Let's see how Slim can get on. Big tree sort of in the centre of this, more to the right, that I've clipped. I'm going to remain in the fairway, more in the semi. So let's see, 9 wood, need to get it up there. Anywhere around the green would be fantastic. Let's see how we can do. So you've got a farmer's field on the right and it's quite tight up there, as you will see. So I've just tried to play it up to the green and leave myself with a nice little chip shot. Well, the putter comes out for this one. I'm not sure why the putter comes out, but let's see what we can do. Not very good. And we've got a long putt now to save my par. Not a great putt, but we're going to tap it in for bogey. 2 over, through 3, and on to the 4th hole we go. The 4th hole, stroke index 3, 376 yards. I always find this is stroke index 1 for me. It's a real tough hole because everything just makes me want to play it down the left. And that makes the hole longer, as you will have seen. It's a dog leg up the hill to the right and a really tight entry into the green. So I hit an okay drive down the left and I'm going to just punch sort of a 7 iron up as far as I can do to get me a reasonable 90-yard shot into the green. Let's see what I can do out of this thick rough. Hit it okay. And on to the front sort of edge of the green. The putter is out again. And I'm going to leave myself a tricky one for a bogey. This is about 6 or 7 foot. Missed it. So it's going to be a double and it's 4 over through the first 4. That means we aren't going very well. On to the 5th. Second easiest hole on the golf course, 120 yards, and they've put a sort of gravel ditch in recently. This hole used to just not have much defence at all. It's one of the shortest holes in Wales, to be honest. 120 yards off the back's what we're playing today. I hit a wedge and I came up short, but I've played a nice pitch onto the green to put for a par. And we could do with getting this par to get some shots back. Nicely in, there we go, and on to the 6th. 6th hole, the hardest hole on the golf course. I don't find this the hardest hole on the golf course personally, but a big massive tree in the way and a long hole at 409 yards says differently. But I've hit this well and I'm in the fairway. And now, second shot, I know that I'm not going to probably get to the green because it is a long one, but you've got to sort of run it in here. This is a difficult second shot. Let's see how I can get on. Sort of caught it a bit fat, if I'm honest, and it's going to come up way short and be in the rough. I've got another sort of 80 to 90 yard shot that I need to try and keep getting these up and down, but I've gone to the left side of the green, and it's going to leave me a tough par putt. Can I make it? Not a bad putt, but just tap it in for bogey, and on to 7 we go. Stroke 15, one of the shortest par 5s in Wales here at Hawarden Golf Course, and I've hit a nice one down the middle in the centre of the fairway. I like to try and get this one in 2 or near about in 2, so a nice 3-wood sort of up the hill, playing it down the right to bring less trouble in. Nice strike down there, and I'm going to be having hopefully around about a 50 to 60 yard pitch in. Bunkers left and right, and I've got my approach wedge to play this in. Knocked it onto the green, and I am putting for the first birdie of the day. Let's see what happens. Come on, let's make it. Oh, lip out. It's going to be a par on the shortest par 5 in Wales. On to the 8th hole we go. 5 over through 7. Stroke 5, you cannot be right at all on this golf hole, because if you are right, you basically are blocked out. I've hit this down there, and I'm on the right. That is not what you want. As you can see, I'm having to play down the left now, left of that tree, to leave me sort of a tricky shot into probably the tiniest green, at least the thinnest green on the golf course. So I'm trying to play a miraculous shot over this tree now. Sevi would be proud, hopefully. but I don't get it right, and it's going to drop down by the tree and leave me with a tricky one that I need to get under the tree with sort of an 8-iron. Let's see how I get on. Just push it out and punch it, and I'm going to go over the green, leaving me with a putt to get back. Oh, not bad, not bad. But it's a double bogey, and we are 7 over through 8, and we need some sort of birdie train. Hole 9, stroke 9, and it's a beautiful hole, one of the beautifulest holes on the golf course. You hit it down towards a lake, a pond, and then you're hitting again to a green that's sort of over all of it with a fairway on its own with a pond to the left. It's a cracking, beautiful, scenic hole, this hole. 8-iron in here onto the green. And I'm putting it again for a birdie. Now, anytime you're putting for a birdie on this hole, especially of the whites, you are happy because it's quite a tactical hole. You've got to think on it. So let's see, can I make the birdie? Not a bad putt, but we have a little bit of tidy up work to do to save the par. Can I make it? Yes, 7 over for the first 9. And onto the back 9 we go. The 10th hole is stroke index 2, and off the white it is a long hole. You have to clear all the ponds, then you have a ditch to contend with, and then it's massively uphill to a green that's quite blind that slopes back to front. Not a bad drive. 9 wood, let's get the 9 wood up there and leave myself with around about 50 to 60 yards into this. Got my 60-degree in to try and stop it on the green. Fluffed it a little bit, just got over the bunker, and I'm going to have a putt off the fringe to try and save a par from here. Nice putt, and it's lipped out. Probably would have gone in without the flag sticking. It's a bogey, and it's 8 over through 10, and we go to the par 3 11th. Nice hole again, all uphill, bunker on the left, but you've got to forget about that. Unfortunately, I did forget about that, and I'm going to end up in it. Not the first time I've visited the bunkers today at Hawarden Golf Course, and I need to try and get this up and down. Not a bad bunker shot, but I'm going to not get on to the top edge, and I'm going to be on the front bottom tier. Just walked after that. Knocking it in. A bogey. 9 over through 11 and on to 12th. So as you will have seen, the 12th is a dogleg par 5 to the right, stroke index 12, 479, and really you need to be in the fairway, but I've hit it down the right. Sort of had the rights going. I think my alignment was off today. And it's a tricky second shot because you're hitting up the hill, but you can't take too much because the out of bounds will come into play. Knocked it down there, and I'm going to be in the left side of the rough, and sort of couldn't see the green here, but yeah, that wasn't a great shot, and it's going to finish in the bunker. Another bunker. Certainly practicing bunker play today. Let's try and get this up and down. Oh, caught it fat, but it's not bad. Not bad. Put in for a par. Can I make it? Oof. Tap it in. Bogey. 10 over. That's our 10 shots that we get. So it needs to be parred in now to play to my handicap on this series of full 18. Hole 13, stroke index 8, 370 yards, and you've got out of bounds all down the left of farmer's field, and trees and a bunker that comes into play on your tee shot. Luckily I'm not long enough to reach that bunker today, and I just hit it down there. This is one of the best strikes, luckily, coming up here on the second shot. Hit the green, and we're putting for a birdie. We need some of these to drop very, very soon to get this complete. So I'm using a new method that Simon has taught me today to work on my alignment, especially on the greens. Let's see if I can make it. Not a bad putt, but tap it in. It's a par. It's 10 over through 13, and we are still parring our way in to completing this challenge. On to 14. Easiest hole on the golf course, I beg to differ, but 132 yards, and we are going to make sandcastles again. 6-iron that I struck well, but yeah, not a bad shot out the bunker, and we are putting for a par. Let's see if we can make it. Using the method again, what Simon taught me to try and get my alignment right. I've used this since, and it's working a treat. And here we go. We're going to pull the trigger now and see if we can make a par. Yes! 15th hole, stroke index 10, and this is a long one, usually plays into wind, 377 yards. Sweeping dogleg to the left. Need a good one down here, Slim. Not a bad shot, and we're going to find the fairway, but we're going to have a hellish long way in. It's going to be 3-wood all day, and I'm going to have to cane it big time. Let's see what I do. Caught it thin, and it's just going to roll down and leave me with sort of a 70 to 80 yard shot into the green. Still in the fairway, approach wedge. Let's see how I get on. Nice little punchy shot into the green. Sit. And a putt for par. Will we make it? Oh, yes! And we are still on for it. We're still on for it, baby. On to 16 we go. Sixteenth hole, stroke index 6, and it's another long one, very similar these last few holes are, long and tough. And I'm going to end up going down the left, and I'm going to have to hit a nice little hooky shot around the green, around the tree. Let's see how I get on. So, aiming towards the big trees on the right, I'm going to try and hook it. Did okay to hook it around there, but unfortunately it's going to get a bounce to the right and bounce towards the bunker, leaving me with a difficult little chip shot onto the green to try and keep the momentum going. Let's see how I get on. Not a bad little shot, but we need to make this, and they need to start dropping just how they have been. Here we go. Let's try and make it. Needs to start going in. Oh, that means that we need to find the birdie on the last 2 holes to play to the handicap. 11 over we are now through 16, and on to 17 we go. 17th hole, stroke index 4, 417 yards, and it is a cracker. A long hole this, usually into wind, and we want to try and get it over that sort of walkway that you can see there that goes over the fairway. We've hit it down there nicely into the fairway, and these are going to be 2 hard holes to find one of the birdies that I need. So let's see what happens. 3 wood in, sort of aiming to the right of the green because everything sort of pushes you down to the left. onto it goes, and it's not a bad shot at all. We're going to be putting for birdie. One of these needs to drop, and to try and find a birdie on these is going to be tough. Can I make it? Because this would be epic to make it. Go on, get in, get in. Oh no! Oh, can you believe it? It's going to be a par. We need to birdie the last to play to my handicap of this full 18 episode, and it's a cracker of a final hole. The 18th 14 stroke index, and it's all downhill. I believe Hawarden did a new tee box for this, and it's well back today. 165 yards, playing more like 185 into the wind, and I've took a 9-wood, hit it to the left side of the mound into the rough. This makes it even harder than it should be. Little 8-iron out onto the green, and we are putting for par. So we aren't going to complete this episode of full 18 to our handicap, but it has been an amazing full 18 to play. And luckily, we went on to win the Content Creator Cup from this practice round on the Sunday. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about this round. So a round of 81, 12 over par. This is just the practice round, so yeah, not too bad, but we didn't complete and succeed in this episode of full 18, but the course was lovely and we was really, really happy. So yeah, happy days. This has been episode 11. Obviously, there's 10 episodes before this. Many good golf courses that you can watch. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe, like and comment, because they all mean the world to me. Thank you very, very much.